of the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Gheal. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theatre of the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer. There we go. We just woke up our guest. I'm Jacob Machin. That's Caleb Dowdall.
Hello.
How you doing, Caleb?
I'm very good, Jake. How are you?
I'm very good. You're on the handheld mic today.
I'm on the handheld mic because we skimped out and only bought 6 microphone arms.
Yeah,
so.
and we broke one of the clips, so I'm stealing my one from my desk.
Oh, nice. Very handy of you.
Yeah, we should shell out and buy more.
Well, we could get one more if we're going to have more guests on.
Now that we have patrons.
I think I have one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Holding out on me. You're listening to the dulcet tones of Hercules Maze.
Hello.
Michael Briganti.
I also have like 3 mics as well.
But if you're
I even
listening-
spend all this money.
I literally even I was like, I
now
could
it
bring
comes
one in.
Why do we spend all
What
this money,
mics do you
Caleb?
have?
I don't know. They're like
Now's not the time.
similar to like, yeah.
We have Luke Sykes.
I have a mic as well.
We have Danielle Butlin.
Hello, good morning.
And special guest, June Laporte.
Well, thank you. I don't have a mic, so I'm
Well,
glad
there
to be
you go.
here.
You're welcome.
Yay.
You're welcome. June uses they, them pronouns for our listeners and our cast here. How you doing?
I'm so good.
I'm glad to have you here. It's
Thank
been a while.
you.
We've played socially, most of us together here. Luke, June, Danielle, Caleb and I together played socially. June was a large...
Orc barbarian
orc boy.
man. Yeah.
And he
He's
was
great.
very, very sweet. Yes. We're going to, what we usually do would be that we do a bit of a trivia treat from Caleb and then we play an improv game if you're partial to that. But maybe just a couple words on your experience with D&D so far.
Ooh, okay.
Because you were a vampire recently as well.
Oh, I was. Yes, that was a different game we were trying out. But basically, yeah. I mean, I've been playing D&D maybe for like 2.5 years, but I just fucking love it. It's like any chance I get to play more regularly, I'm a happy guy.
It's funny how actors will be not reticent to try it, but just won't know about D&D. And then as soon as they get into it, they're like, this is fucking phenomenal and so fulfilling and so magical.
It is. It just feels like you go on a little adventure every time.
Yes.
You know?
You get lost on a little adventure together.
Yeah.
Caleb, do you have a trivia treat? A nice trivia adventure for us?
I do. Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
Do whatever.
June's just experiencing the madness of what
I realize we have a lot of bits.
This is great.
What is the name of the famous Dungeons & Dragons book that introduces the character Drist Do'Urden?
Ooh, Drist is a demon lord, I believe?
No,
Isn't
he's
that
a
the
drow
elf with the 2
adventurer.
swords?
Is that two swords?
Mary
Scimitars,
Sue.
actually.
Is that Dratst?
D&D.
Dratst is a demon lord. Drist is a Dratst.
He's probably the most iconic, like, adventurer.
I've read
in
all
D&D.
these books.
Have you actually?
It was so long ago, and
Oh, is it like a novel book?
He
there's
was
like
first
20
introduced in
sets
a
of
novel.
books.
I know it's a novel because that's what the Dragonlance
He wasn't
books are,
actually
but
the
yeah.
main character of this novel. I think he became popular after this novel, so they're like, "Oh, actually, this guy
then became the main character."
Then became the main character.
June looks like they know the answer.
No, I'm in thought like what could the answer be?
Just string 3 words together.
It's a
Something
very
or something.
generic fantasy title. Like if you were to name
Lord of the Wings?
no, I like that though. That's good.
Dragonflight.
No.
That's actually a good name.
You guys are actually giving
think that
better
is a-
names in this book, so
Underdark Tales.
limit your imagination.
Tales of the Underdark.
I know it's, the only thing that's coming to mind is King Killer Chronicles, and I know that is an entirely
that's not
different
it.
series. Yeah,
Dragonlance.
Definitely not it.
definitely not it.
It's the only one I know.
Who's the writer? Is it R.A. Salvatore? Or is
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
Oh,
Nerd over here.
Yeah.
The writer? Because I've literally read every other book.
It was written in 1988. Oh, Luke, come on. This question was made for you if you've
I know.
actually read it.
I haven't read these since I was 16. They got left in the UK when I moved. They were way too heavy.
It's set in, what's the...
I don't know the order they came out. It's not the Icewind Dale trilogy.
So it is set in Icewind Dale.
Fuck, really?
Get in
Yeah.
there. Come on, Luke. You're right there.
It's set in
What
Icewind
are
Dale.
the Icewind Dale books?
Like a teacher guiding them through it.
Have you not listened to the podcast before?
Use your reasoning.
So what was the first book? What was the first book?
The Mine of Bruenor or something.
What's the second book?
I'm out. I don't know. I'll get to the Icewind Dale
The
trilogy.
answer is
He's going to go,
the Crystal Shard.
Oh, fuck. There you go.
That's a pretty good name.
That was the
and
first one
the
he was
Crystal
into.
Shard is called Christian Bond or something like that.
Yeah.
Fuck, I do know this book.
Also, Caleb, I did realize now that I'm playing through Baldur's Gate that most of your trivia treats from a certain point have just
all
been
Baldur's Gate stuff.
you playing Baldur's Gate and being like, oh, write that down.
Yeah. Well, because it's all like canonized D&D lore, and
Yeah, like
I'm just playing
Merkel and all that
through
shit.
it. Yeah, and I'm like, perfect. And I'm like, Jake hasn't even played this fucking game, so he won't know either.
Oh, I want to play it so badly.
It's
I have
so
no
good.
time.
It's
Merkel's the
it's
dwarf
so
family
good.
that are like
It's so good.
super
Everyone's
magical.
so fuckable. I was sitting
No.
there playing
That's
it
the
with,
point,
playing
yeah.
it with Danny,
Isn't
and
it?
she's like,
Merkel's like,
Those are Harkles.
you gonna fuck
Those
him?
are
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar.
That's
she's
the
like,
point of
romance
it.
the hot guy. I was like, yeah, okay.
And then you get the flirt options and you don't take them. I'm like, pick that one.
my God, always.
Because I wanted Shadowheart to be my girlfriend, and then I, spoiler alert, did something. Then she was like, "I'm not in your party anymore." So now I just got to go with Carla.
left?
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't do something. I did something that I was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
This is why your YouTube videos like control reset game or something.
Yeah. You just got to go back. But
How
instead,
to
I'm romancing
backpedal.
the one that everyone wants to romance, Karlak. Yeah.
See,
So
I was
the
campaigning for both.
The hot buff.
She's hot.
Hot buff. Fiery. Tiefling.
Yeah.
That just, I feel like that would just hurt.
Well, that's
part of the quest.
Part of the quest is you have to fix her infernal engine so that you can touch her.
I like that.
So it's just rogue.
Yeah. Shout out to those people that get stuck on character creation, picking their character's labia or penis.
Nice. Did you get stuck?
No,
Was there not an option
goes
spawn?
so
I did it very, very quickly in case Danny walked in. I was like, Luke!
The shame.
I didn't want her to walk in with me like staring at her, scratching my chin.
Circumcised. I'm circumcised.
I just imagine Jake like looking down, looking up, looking down, looking
Jake,
up.
why is it so big? It's the default option.
I'm playing a woman. I was picking my own character's labia. I was like looking at myself going, so what would that look like?
If it was a
You
labia.
didn't do a mangina and then like have a little look?
I should have done that.
Yeah.
That would have been even more awkward. Mangina bent over the computer. Anyway.
Anyway, that was this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
What a treat.
Welcome to
I
the
learned so
podcast.
much from
Yes. We're going to play a quick little improv game. Before we do that, I would like to give a shout out to a very good friend of the podcast.
Shut up!
One of our patrons, someone who has very kindly created and made the sign from the very first episode that Caleb famously did not think through and forgot all details and did not put anything useful in it.
That's just objectively not true, but go ahead.
We have a beautiful handmade sign here from Alex, our
is
patron. It is fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Actually, cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get June to read it, and you can tell us if you think there is anything wrong with
Yes, yes. If you walked up to this as an adventurer,
what
would that?
Also, apparently, Etterath did not see the bottom half of that sign.
Well, the
I had
bottom
to make
half
an
of the
investigation.
the bottom half of the sign didn't show up until after you picked on the fact that there was not enough information.
That's not enough
Yeah.
information. Yeah.
Read it out for us.
Here's what it says. Wanted. Missing child in the mists. Please help. Exclamation point. Return the child to Gheal. Contact mayor if found.
So perfect.
I mean, no notes. I know exactly where to return the child, what the child looks like.
Oh, what the child looks like.
That looks like maybe would have
Could be
been
multiple children running around.
It was multiple.
There was multiple. I think what. So what did I had said originally was the first
two
missing
sentences.
child.
Missing, no,
In the
wanted.
mist.
Sorry, wanted child missing in the mist, which in itself is
Please
odd.
help.
Please help, and that's it.
Please.
Yeah.
And then they had to roll for investigation to read the rest of the sign.
Got it.
So in my head,
You were
I think
panicking.
I was thinking it more like a video game when you go to the notice board and you pick your quest, and then then you'll go and talk to the person who posted the notice.
How
And
were they
then-
to know who posted the
Look,
notice?
I'm not trying to defend.
Contact
well, I am
mayor. I'll
trying
give
to
him that.
defend
Contact
it, but-
mayor.
Yes, after an investigation
After the
check.
fact.
But that's the
Yeah.
beauty
Yeah.
of D&D is that, we can add these things.
In all seriousness, this is
Post.
phenomenal.
yeah, it's amazing.
fantastic.
It's
Absolutely.
amazing.
I love
so
you.
cool.
Check out
Very
our
much.
social medias. We'll post a photo of it.
Yes, yes,
Predators,
definitely.
Alex, love you.
Everyone
I'll give
can
you a
see.
big
Let's do
kiss
a
when I see you again.
Okay, let's go ahead and do a... Yeah,
he always
he loves that. Yep.
He loves having his shit.
We're going to go ahead and play an improv game. A real quick improv game, which is just going to be a word at a time proverb. We're going to go around and a proverb, whatever you want to call it.
I'm proverb.
Right.
The project.
I was just making sure that you said proverb.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yes, a word at a time proverb. As we get to the end of the proverb, we all go, yes, 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 yes. That is how we know it has ended. So, what is a famous proverb already that we know?
Two birds with one stone.
Yes, there you go. I was going to say early bird gets the worm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we trying to make up new?
We're making up a new silly proverb.
Like there's a snake in my boot kind of thing.
Is that a proverb? From the immortal Woody. There is a snake in my boot. So we're going to go around the circle, one word at a time, and once we think the proverb's over, yes, yes, yes. Caleb, kick us off.
Itchy toes, kill all your woes.
Okay, so first of all,
Amazing.
First of all, it's one word at a time. Itchy. So
It's a long word.
that's a long word. Itchy toes.
I see. I understand.
Okay. I always start with the person who doesn't do improv first.
Okay. Yeah.
Just one word.
Cups.
Oh. That's controversial. Start.
Cups.
Oh, wait, did you say cops or cups?
Cups.
Cups.
It's his accent.
I literally thought you were starting with cops.
June had a very North America reaction.
Went, whoa.
Cups.
My sensibilities have been
Empty.
And
full.
Cups empty and full.
Will always
Feed.
Monkeys.
Cups
yes.
Yes. Empty and full will always feed monkeys. Danielle, would you like to kick one off?
Rain.
Falls.
Constantly. Over.
dreary.
Vancouver. Yes.
Yes.
June, would you like to kick one off?
Clowns.
Lick.
My.
I can almost hear you think.
There is a war inside of me right now, and I don't know what I want. Balls.
Yeah.
Clowns lick my balls. Clowns lick my balls whenever. Cops.
Is that cops or cups?
Cops.
Oh.
Police. Guardia.
Smile.
At.
Siamese.
Noses.
Yes.
Yes. Mhm.
Luke's going to get one from you.
Serrated.
Edges. Never.
Deep.
Into.
My.
Soul.
Yes.
Michael?
Chairs. Creak.
Tables.
Squeak. Yes.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
Cups.
Caleb, you were very close to getting a lot of shit from Luke there. You were very close.
Yes. I've never got that much approval from Luke in my life.
Memories.
Of.
Dreams.
Past.
And.
Present.
Can. Lead.
To.
Many.
Tears.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Whoops.
And the final one, Jacob.
Wealthy.
People.
Really strained for that one, didn't you?
Thought process.
You have to go very deep.
Just set it up.
Love.
Fucking Pac-Man.
Money.
Jeopardy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Thanks, sir.
Stuck.
Wealthy people love money stuck. Between.
There.
Cheeks.
Yes.
Well, that's how you play that improv game.
Yes.
Then speak. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Speaking of the band Yes, which is immortal, let us go to the immortal game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In our last session,
Who fucking cares?
he visited the hood of Etterath's old flame, Celia, where she informed you that there had been odd activity happening down south by Gogoro, and they had heard little news from them of late. She told you that the Kenku of Perig's Perch and Eastern Four had been more hostile than usual. Book had been attempting to solve these problems in the attempt
Got him.
in the attempt to sway the Fionian Council.
Just mouth the words.
That's what I was doing,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Beautiful.
You said you couldn't remember any of this. You should pay attention.
I'll work it out.
Boog was trying to solve these problems to help sway the Fionian Council into a more favourable disposition towards the lycanthropic village. You informed Celia of your quest to help stop the invasion of Bokt, and while cautious, she suggested that maybe Book might be able to help. She suggested. She then gave Etterath his first lesson in becoming a blood hunter.
What was that lesson?
Cut my life into pieces. This is my-
With as much tact as possible.
Afterwards, Etterath was summoned back to hell and told by the devil who marked him that there was a good soul near him that he must obtain, lest the village be destroyed.
Right, I forgot about that part.
Yeah. He didn't actually name who or how, but he did tell you that
time frame.
or time frame.
Like the sign of.
Yeah. We're on brand.
Just kill someone. Anyone.
Celia went to inform Book as you went to visit the healer Edemia in the hopes of healing Etterath's land-based affliction.
I love how you're picking on the nitty-gritties and the fairness of a devil.
I have to, Jake. You don't leave me a lot of tidbits.
They are lawful evil, and I feel like I've been given a vague contract at best.
Also, in
promised-
this world, does everyone go to hell then?
Most people, yeah. Have you met most people?
I think there's a couple of goodies.
Well, there's different planes, right? Where you go.
That's what I mean, but
depending
how's he
on-
going to get him to hell?
Huh?
You haven't even been told how to get that person directly to hell if they're good. Surely they're
If you listen to the one shot, there's one way.
There's a couple of different ways. Use your imagination.
I mean, just said get the soul, right? Like.
Do you have a soul extractor?
It didn't say like.
I have a
necessarily
sword.
A magic sword.
Actually, I don't have a magic sword because you have it.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, shit! And I had the realization of 3 things that I was meant to talk to the healer about.
Yeah, you went down to, hadn't included that actually. You did go down to Demia with a host of problems and then forgot why you had gone.
I was very hungover. Leave me alone.
to do her in the first place. One of them had been to try fix the devil affliction. But you promised to meet Celia after you went to Demia. But as you went, you missed a small ember that had started to light in the village.
Yeah, the ember that came from a bucket of water.
Yeah.
It's like magical embers.
It's it's
You're a
fucking
Turtle that fucking talks. You're worried about elements?
which is where we're going
order
to.
in this world, otherwise it makes no sense.
A lot happened in this episode, actually, and I realized.
Yeah.
Which is where we're going to begin our session today with you on your way to Edemia's hut.
So we open on the lycanthropic village, the crater underneath the web of rope that layers above. I know the names of these places because I wrote them. Layers the prow down bottom in the canyon there, the roost up among the trees, and at the very top, Heron's Watch, where those 4 ceremonial tents are, the ones that you found Edemia in. As you leave Celia's little hut on the roost, you make your way across the rope, the bouncy kind of rope like trampoline where all the other houses are. You make your way across, you pass a number of lycanthropic individuals. As you do, you make your way over to the rope ladder that heads up to the Heron's Watch. As you get to this rope ladder, you feel your almost translucent skin now starting to burn and sizzle as your friends take you up there. Sir, should we worry about, Etterath here? He looks like he's turning to jelly.
Well, we just gotta climb fast. move.
Just be on him.
Burning.
Oh, I could do that.
Don't you fucking dare!
Lays a hand on your shoulder, Sir Alpin, and he says, listen, if you need to find a quiet place, I can do it for you. Jellyfish stings, it works really well.
You guys are on a first name basis, so
We are, yes.
Oh yeah, we are. No, I
That's
can.
right. That's the other thing everyone learned. Sir Elpin's first name, except for
Azorith.
exactly. Yeah.
No, I can make water just move.
Right. Okay. As you scurry up the rope ladder here, you get to the top where those ceremonial, almost Native American kind of tents. These tall, triangular structures with this beautiful embroidery around the outside. As you get up there, you can see the guards in front of one of them. You can smell the incense from tents in one of them.
I remember that one.
I listened to that back and we were both giddy with happiness. As you smell that intense incense from the tent, you gather that that's the direction you need to head.
I do have one clarifying question. Was it a joke?
Did you listen to the recap?
Was it a joke that you casted Greater Restoration on Agenar?
No. She cast Greater Restoration on Agenar.
Did that heal?
What is wrong with Agenar?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I've got the book that I'm.
just doing some light reading.
No. It takes a little bit more than that, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yep. Beautiful. Yes, burnt a Greater Restoration on Agenar. As you dart across, is there anything anyone would like to do as you dart to the medical tent where you can see in the opening, you can see there are a number of beds, the same beds you guys walked past. There are a number of injured lycanthropes and indeed a couple of drow individuals that you, Azorith and Sir Elpin, were kind of accosted by before Ademia calmed them down. Drow that were washed up ashore from the war in the north. Just running, screaming.
Q running, Q screaming.
Okay. Etterath is running and screaming.
Hanna-Barbera.
Excellent. As you, Hanna-Barbera, run towards this tent, you call out Ademia.
Hey, you can probably find the person who's in trouble. He's only at you right now, though.
You hear, all I see is a jelly man. Oh! You hear a splash of water as you run in, Etterath. You just see this tub laid out for you, and you dive in there, and
fucking fantastic.
you've narrowly avoided taking a little bit of damage.
It's great that we warned Endemia about this this fellow who needs a bath, so it was prepared.
As you
We did.
dip
Yeah.
into
That's why
the
the bath is prepared.
I don't think he was being sarcastic.
I don't know when we're sassing the DM.
So sometimes the words that come out of your mouth just sound like
Well,
sarcasm.
that's, maybe it's the accent.
Was that sarcastic?
I don't know. No. Yes?
As you dive into the water there, this Yuan tea, this lycanthropic Yuan tea with Komodo dragon. What was it? Were Komodo dragon?
Were Komodo dragon, yeah.
With this Kurt Connors kind of lizard-like appearance comes at you and say, "Yes, hi. You must be the friend of these individuals that said that you had some sort of problem.
I am.
Are you meant to be clear and jelly?
Nope.
Okay. Now they said some sort of eel with tentacles hit you.
Yep.
Okay. Can you tell me anything more?
Well, it was guarding a shipwreck. It sort of had weird hypnotic eyes,
Okay,
and
I'm
it tried
sure.
to. It was talking in
Yeah.
my friend's and mine's head, and then
Wow.
it got angry at me for maybe just. What?
Kind of patting you on the shoulder. There, it's okay. You can say it. Let it all out. And what about this here? And she kind of touches the little scar on your shoulder blade that came from the devil.
This
This seems pretty fresh.
I might have sold my soul to a devil.
Oh, no, you haven't gone and done. Listen, here's what we can do.
I pulled a magic card, and then I got dragged to hell, and I just really wanted to get home, and then
looks at the rest of you. Looks at the rest of you as you step in and say, "Has he had a drink or something
Constantly.
lately?"
Actually, I think it's been a while since he's had a drink.
Really?
That I've noticed.
Is it like Bender from Futurama? Like if he's not drinking, what if he's sober, he's drunk, and if he's drunk, he's sober?
Either way, he's a nuisance.
Agnar's just like
he's not
outside the
Yeah.
tent.
Ademia does look for you and says, "Where's that fine kind of bird friend of yours?"
She's just she's like peering in, like from the doorway, just sort of watching.
Gives you a little wave. You see the tongue flicker, the forked tongue.
So she's more of a chicken than a guinea fowl, if that makes any sense to you.
That's one of those proverbs that I enjoy so much. Yes. One is more of a chicken than a guinea fowl. I can fix this up quite easily. It'll take a little bit of my resources, but I can.
Before we decide on who gets fixed what, we got a couple of problems.
I think that might be pretty pressing. Fuck, excuse me? I'm dying. No, it's just a little airheaded right now.
All right, you made that decision.
Now I want you to hold still, and no matter how much it hurts, stay where you are.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to grab the sides of the tub.
Have
knock
you
you out.
seen the flawless film Constantine?
Yes.
Puts her hands
great.
on you
Oh,
and presses you under the water.
Yep.
As she presses you under the water, your hands are on the side there. Another Rachel Weisz movie that's like,
Were you talking about the mummy earlier?
yeah,
Okay.
it's Rachel Weisz is Danny's.
Well, the entire cast of The Mummy, really.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Right?
We've been through
Absolutely.
this. Yeah. Who wouldn't want a large sand Arnold Vosloo head going down on them?
Every time.
Have to do that every time.
Yes. Emotep. As she holds you under, you
He can breathe right underwater.
Not anymore.
not once that
Oh,
arm.
right. He's missing his hat.
You watch as the bubbles start to escape from the corner of his mouth, and you're kind of looking up through your eyes there, and you just see her looking down on you.
I'll look down as well.
You see Force's head come over the top as well. She just kind of nods and holds you down. The rest,
Look to her, go, if you need help, let me know.
I think I've got. I mean, you could maybe place that big hammer on his chest to keep him.
Sure.
Places her hands on your upper shoulders and holds you down. As she does, you start to feel your lungs spasming. As you do, there is a glowing of her hands, and the entire bed of water starts to glow and shine. And as it glows and shines, you watch as she kind of leans in, and you start to lose the sight of them, and you just see bright light, bright yellowy orange light. And as it glows, you feel the warmth pulsing through you. It's weird. It is a warm, it turns this cool tub into a warm bath, which is comfortable, but you feel your lungs struggling, and you feel like you're about to suck in the sharp daggers of water any second now. You, Force, watch as she just kind of looks at you and says, "You can take it off anytime now."
Oh.
As you take it off, she lets go, and Etterath try to do that into the crook of your elbow so you don't spread anything.
Oh, it's spreadable. Gross.
He looks good as new.
Look at you. All full.
Still with the scar on his...
Yeah, I don't know. That should have healed, to be honest.
What about the rest of his scars?
They are hard baked in there. It's nothing I can do about those.
So what was sort of... Was it a disease or was it...
Yes, he had some sort of disease or curse that must have come from this creature. I've heard of them before, aboleths. They're quite dangerous, and they have a disease or curse that bakes into you and makes it so that you get burnt by the sun unless you're in the water. Yeah.
The aboleths, do the promises that they make, are they truthful?
I have never had a good conversation with an aboleth, to be honest. Yeah. They just want the treasure, and I know they hate gods, and they're from the aquatic realm, whatever it's called. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Having seen the glowing light and some sort of healing going on, Agnar's gonna have come a little ways into the tent. Not all the way,
Okay. Yeah.
but just sort of closer.
As you kind of...
Puffed feathers.
We got a couple of other problems that we need to talk about.
Okay, go for it.
This one, pointing at the puffed up chicken with hands. Something's kind of off with her brain. She pulled a card. Was it a card? She pulled a card. And
These magical cards?
yes. And she's like, you know when you haven't had enough sleep for like 48 hours and you have a cup of coffee
No,
and you're just kind of like,
No, I didn't sleep for like 2 days. After the first day, I was exhausted. Second day, something weird happened to me. Like I was stronger for some reason, and I just messed with my brain. So I went straight to. So yeah, I've been tired, but
so kind of like that, but without the stronger.
Right.
That's what she got, and she slept last night.
She got stronger?
No stronger, but she's got the brain, and she actually got sleep as well. So she's not tired. She's just not all there.
I would suggest, if it came from these cards, I'd suggest that you need to talk to some sort of arcane specialist about these cards in particular.
We got one. He knows fucking nothing.
I'm not a studious in the arcane arts. It's just, it's a natural thing. I didn't study it. I don't know how to remove that from her.
Look,
I think she's doing okay now, though.
I'm okay. I'm just a bit, finding it difficult to express myself.
That's all right. That's all right, Agenar. Did you have something, the sword?
What? Oh, right,
Sword?
this.
Yeah, can I have my sword back?
Oh, that's a good,
I sort of have literally nothing right now. Happa still has my...
Oh, he went to buy you clothes, I think. Did we send him?
He went to buy clothes, yeah.
Clothes.
well,
A fern fang.
can you hear the sword
Not
talking
bird,
now?
I'm going to try to focus with all of Etterath's 8 intelligence points on the sword. Can I hear it?
Oh, well, don't hurt yourself, Etterath. I'm right here.
Yep. Can still hear it.
Oh, and what would you do?
If I could just
No, Agenar is quite a ways back. She's not within. She's
She's in the doorway, and as she's in the
so you wouldn't be
doorway,
able to reach.
You see a figure moving up behind her. Not sneaking up, just moving up behind her. Seems to have come down from around the tent to the side of you. And as they step up behind you, as you guys are squabbling, and Ademi is just kind of stepping back a little bit.
Squackling.
June, would you like to describe and introduce your character, please?
Yes. Ooh. This is Jezreel, a lycanthropic white dragonborn with red eyes. You can see she has scars all over her face. And she has a longbow at her side. And she comes bursting in. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Agenar, get out the way. Either get in or get out.
All right, I'm coming in.
I believe I'm here to escort you back to Book.
Oh.
Yeah, if Book wants you, you probably should go.
Yeah,
Would Book want him clothed, or is he okay as is?
I'm mostly
Had his clothes.
Oh, I thought he was naked. Oh, no, it was happened.
So do you slut shaming her? Do you picture all of us naked, sir?
Yeah, Happa was naked. Etterath got down to pants for the fight, and then he's
Right, okay.
probably like half dressed.
Speaking of how you look, would you like to explain to Jezreel how each of you look? What Jezreel is looking upon?
Yes.
Well, we can show you our fabulous minis that we haven't talked about yet.
What a transition.
Amazing.
Go ahead and describe yourselves.
I'll go first. In front of you, you see a 5'1", if that, turtle.
He's gained an inch.
Who is wider. I said if that, wider than he is tall, basically. Super muscular, no armor other than this like gauntlet on his, what would be a shield-bearing arm. There's a large double-ended hammer in his hand, and he's got sort of this more drow-colored skin and shell. On his shell, there's like this gold veining. That's like the Japanese pottery when it breaks, you like gold. It's kind of like that, and that's what you see in, like as you look down.
Yep.
You'd also see a shaggy, dark-haired looking. I use that joke all the time ever since you said that. Pleading the shaggy wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Yeah.
But yeah, you see this kind of shaggy, like scruffy, black-haired half-elf individual. He's got some like flamboyantly like pierced ears with like some feathers and some jewels. He's wearing very dark blue, like midnight blue robes and kind of sashes. Has a cape that kind of cascades down his right shoulder. Yes, right shoulder. I'm looking at my mini. And then you would see he would have on his side he would have like a wand that's kind of in a holster of sorts, and that's.
Lovely.
That's sort of him. And he has like a little goatee going on. That's what you see.
Been playing around with his facial hair, different styles.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe the mustache is a little more twirly.
I mean, he sees that Etterath can grow one so effortlessly. Yes, you see sitting in the tub, slowly getting out, an incredibly long-haired, scruffy-looking half-elf fellow with deep amber eyes, sort of wearing a traditional pirate's garb, big flowy shirt, standard trousers. You see, as he steps out, he's got these 5-inch platform heels on, just sopping wet.
Got the heels on there, yeah.
Wearing nothing but the heels. Yeah.
He always wears the heels.
Yeah.
Heels and like bloomers.
For fight,
For the fight, had to take off the heels for the fight.
Ooh.
But otherwise, yeah, it's sort of there, coming out sopping wet, just a little scrawny man, maybe 5'7", but 6 foot with the heels. Half elf looking, very, very tired, very scruffy, very sad looking now that he's coming out of the tub like a little wet dog.
And beside you, I guess at the door, you would see an Aarakocra who looks much more chicken than any other bird. So with that sort of reddish brown feathering, little hints of that greeny gold color throughout, wearing some simple grey robes with little touches of kind of tealy green on the edges. She's got a sort of fry pan attached to her hip, and she's holding a sort of bundled up thing of, material. You probably couldn't quite tell.
That's me.
What was in it?
It's a sentient sword that
I'm
Caleb
Serana. I'm a scimitar. So that's about it.
Evil sword.
He tried to give us a boomerang. We said no.
Then he tried to give us some trident, and we also said no.
Yeah.
Yep. You also see beside Azorith another half-elven individual in full kind of plate armor with a spear, I believe he has.
Spear and a shield.
He has a very youthful-looking face that has stubble kind of growing through. And this is Sir Elpin. This is his protector.
Oh, okay.
Are you friend or foe?
I come with a +1.
Friend or foe?
I'm friend. So I imagine.
Nice to meet you, friend. So I imagine. I am Sir Elpin.
Yes, would you get dressed? Luke wants to see us right away.
Yep.
All of us or just him?
All of you.
Do you two know each other?
Yeah, you would be aware of Etterath, the one of the tribe that, didn't complete his choosing.
Terosh.
Terosh for you. Yeah, Terosh for you.
Terosh.
That's what Terosh was written in my book. I was like, who's Terosh?
His legal name.
Also, can we all take a moment to guess how to spell Jezreel?
Jezreel.
Jezreel.
Yeah, go say it right first. If you say it right first,
All
then you
right.
can get it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a J-E-Z-R.
Nope.
E with a little accent, apostrophe A-L.
Whoa, that's so cool. So
That's
much cooler
very
than what it
D&D.
is.
I was going to say JES apostrophe. Nope.
Well, I was gonna say J, but now that everyone's been, I feel like it's a G.
Nope.
No.
Damn it.
It's definitely still a J.
I think it's a J.
It is JES because he stops us at the apostrophe.
What if it's
I
a
got
J?
J-E-Z.
Yeah.
R-I-E-L.
Yeah, J-E-Z.
J-Z. 2 Z's.
I had J-E-Z-R-I-E-L-L-E.
This is you guys complicating it. How's it spelled, June?
Yeah, it's Jesrial.
Jezreel.
Jezreel.
Would never guess that.
No, I would
The phonetic spelling, pretty much.
Yeah, I know.
What I would have guessed just without the.
S, I would have got Jezreel.
Jezreel.
Like this
Jezreel.
Jez, I was like, ooh, that's a Z.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I like it.
To them.
Spell it however
That's real.
it helps you pronounce it right. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Phonetic
what I-
All right, now that
spelling.
we've done nitpicking a guest who kindly joined us and created a character.
I like it. How do you spell your name? Get it right.
You look across and you see this individual you've heard about on and off, used as an example often. Stories of him not completing his choosing.
Right.
Hello, I'm Agenar.
Hello. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Jezreel.
Oh, hello.
How is that spelled?
Listen, we've gone through this.
Sorry, we're sort of a bunch of idiots. Sword. Please.
Well, if I were to say no, what would happen?
To coming with us?
Oh, no, not to you. Sorry.
Sorry, we're just wrapping up something real quick here.
Oh. Then they push us back.
I'm on my way. Sorry.
This is a sword, and
I'm
it
coming.
sort of talks, and I don't think it's very nice. So we'll come with you. Yes, but
Well, I don't know why I should think that. I've done nothing to her.
I mean, you make me seem a little crazy, but that's fine.
Well, that's about
shit, I'm
it.
supposed to say that in my head. Fuck.
You only hear that end of the conversation. Yeah.
you see what I mean?
Is the sword is talking?
Apparently, yes.
We don't have confirmation that the sword is
Yeah,
talking.
not been confirmed.
Yeah,
We've
it's
only
just
just
talking
you
out
hear him
loud.
talking to himself, and quite frankly, it's not.
Yeah, none of us
What-
have actually
what-
heard
of.
it.
Etterath says he hears the sword talking, so I believe that he does hear the sword
Oh,
talking.
did he? Oh, okay.
I believe he hears the sword talking, but I don't believe that the sword talks.
No, it's
Well, I didn't say that. And she's
You want to fight?
gives a, like knowing look.
Yes. Could you press the
You want to dry off?
Yes, please.
I thought you liked the water, and I'll dry him off.
Yeah, you blow dry him for a little bit. Yeah. The hair.
Thank you.
You're welcome back anytime that you need any sort of healing or anything.
Thank you
And
so
I hope I
much.
helped.
You did so. Oh my fucking god! You helped me so much.
And she kind of reaches out to you, Agenar, with her scaly hands and says, "And your friends say you're having a little bit of trouble? Come back if you need to anytime."
Agnar's just going to back up a little bit and sort of put her hands together in a sort of gesture, like almost like a prayer, a clasping of hands, and then just says, "Yes, this is. Thank you," but without touching.
Okay. She steps back.
Chicken, not guinea fowl.
Chicken, not guinea fowl. Gotcha.
Jezreel,
Yes.
lead the way.
Come with me.
Yep.
As we leave, I'm gonna saunter over to where the elf, the drow elf, was that kind of grabbed
Yeah,
Sir Alpin,
yeah.
and I'm just gonna take a look at them, just kind of remember their features, their facial features, what they look like.
Yeah, they've got some pretty bad burns that you recognize would be from being in the sun, not from actually any actual burns. That you can see that they've got some injuries over them, like they've been hit or stabbed or like splinters of timber and things like that. They're on a very slow mend. And Adamia says, once they're good and better, we're going to send them into Lorna Cath, and from there they're going to head back to Neodract.
Do you get a lot of injured elves and dwarves from Neodract? Or
No, it's rare. They don't normally come down this far. So, but once they're better, we'll send them back to Lorna Cath, and unfortunately, they'll have to go back to their country.
Right. Well, thank you for taking care of them,
Not at all.
Sir Alpin. Let's go.
Of course. Steps out. You step out. As they say, lead the way. You step out of this tent. Turn left again, and you're at the other tent already.
It's just right over
Yeah,
there.
the two guards are standing there. They give you a brief little salute as you step through.
This is Book's tent right here. Amazing.
Oh,
I was told it was like herding cats. That's why I needed to come get you.
Not inaccurate. We are a little.
We probably could have spent a whole session in there in that tent, to be honest.
Definitely.
Yeah.
As you step into the Book's tent, you would see what is essentially similar to stepping into one of those legionnaires kind of tents, or one of those Roman generals' tents that have been really, really well kitted out with candles and sconces and like a bowl for washing up in. There are a number of guards in here.
Table.
Full hardwood table, yeah.
China set.
China set, yeah. There's a toy train set there as well. As you step on in, you can see up the far end there is a rug that kind of heads through to this large ornate desk that has a map of Fiona in it, on it, with it, embedded in it, carved into it. There is a map of Fiona carved into the top of the. We're working in real time, you guys. Carved into the top, intricately carved into the top of this this wooden desk here. You can see that Celia, the tiger. I was going to say tiger-born. The tigress. There we go. That'll do. With a beautiful head of chromium eyes. We're just making up words here. You see Book standing behind the desk there. His enormous, not quite Goliath, not quite giant, not quite human form, just bigger than anyone you've ever seen. He looks up at you, Jezreel, says, "Thank you, Jezreel.
Of course.
Stand by. I have more for you."
She moves to the side.
"How are you feeling?"
A lot better.
"Good."
I think some of my rib stump might be cracked from my little tussle, but
Stares at you for a long while. No, like, expression on his face. And Celia just kind of looks at you and just kind of tilts her head towards the chairs that are kind of there.
Yep. And I sit down.
As you sit down, Book looks back down.
as if a scolded child.
Okay, yeah, beautiful. As you sit down, Book says, "You have no place here, but you can forge one for yourself. Prove that you're not a savage. Prove that you're not incapable. Earn your mark."
And how am I supposed to do that?
Looks at Jezreel. Jezreel here knows the whereabouts of where that enormous bird creature that attacks our great lake and our eternal eel. You go with her. You find out what's going on. You fix it. You fix it, and you have a place with us.
Cool. Kill the bird. Got it.
Your other option is to go back into the Howling Ring.
Nope. Kill the bird. Got it.
Jezreel,
Yes.
you can take one with you. I have a guess who you're going to take. And then you'll be herding these cats along as well. Their safety is not your concern. Your safety is your concern.
I understand.
Good. Celia. Yeah? Are you going with? Celia looks at you, Etterath, and she says, "I feel like last time something like this happened, I may have been a distraction, or I may have been partially the reason for this, for your situation. Am I wrong?
It was never your fault. It was mine.
Would you have me with you?"
Of course I would. Only
Looks
if you want to.
Book says, "And what of this devil that threatens my city?"
Told me that there's someone good whose soul I need to take. I know nothing more than that.
Looks at you, Jezreel, and says, "If he tries anything on you, your companion, or Celia, take him out."
I understand, Book.
Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
He goes back to his desk with a big kind of, you watch as he kind of, his hand transforms into like a white furry claw with a huge kind of, those huge polar bear nails, claws. Those nails that polar bear. Holding them that way that you hold nails. And he starts to carve into the desk, more intricate design.
As I'm walking out, can I ask a question?
You just did. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Celia kind of looks to you, Jezreel, and says, "Chain of command here, I'm going to defer to you because I'd say I'm compromised slightly."
That's right. That's okay.
Okay. I'm coming with. Yeah.
Book.
One question. Who in the council do you consider civilized?
That's a great question.
Oh, he's putting it on a notepad. He's got a list.
I'm checking it twice.
War drop.
Luke is Santa Claus.
He says, the Loxodon, the Leonin, and the Aarakocra, they have a clique, you could say. They are the most respected and feared and listened to. The Dragonborn, the Kenku, and the Yuan-Ti, unfortunately, are seen as slightly lesser. I would trust the Aarakocra, a Laura Rain song, and I would trust the Dragonborn, Varanya. One from each clique, I would say. Do you have someone in particular you wanted to ask about?
I'm just going to roll an insight to see if he's telling the truth. Nat 20 with a +2, 22.
He seems like someone who does not lie, in all honesty.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to walk out.
Okay. As you walk on out, Jezreel,
Yep.
where are you taking this crew?
We need to stop for supplies at my home first.
Good idea.
My companion also lives there, and we'll take him with us.
Yep.
Follow me. And I take them down to the middle.
Nice. Yeah, the middle part
Where I
onto
live.
the
Salute.
onto the slightly the rope netting that's very intricately woven that you're able to step on. As you step through all these slightly hutted domiciles, some of them are tents, some of them are wooden structures. What do we come across for your particular abode?
Yes, it's a modest wooden structure, and there's sort of pelts around it to insulate it that she has hunted. And yes, inside it's much of the same. It's sort of like beasts, like antlers and pelts and things, and a couple of long bows and that sort of thing, but very modest. Yes,
Very cool.
and inside.
As you step in, come on, take. You hear what's inside. Thank you for throwing it back. As you step inside, you hear Jezreel, and you hear coming around one of the corners. You see this enormous, stooped over, has to be at least Book's height, maybe a little bit taller, but this enormous white furred, black horned creature with almost a simian face. He has huge paw pads and huge feet pads that have opposable thumbs. As this enormous yeti comes galloping around the corner. Jezreel, you're back.
BradGarry.
Yeah.
Is that a hyphenated name?
We're going
Spell this name.
all one word.
Write Brad Garrett and then stop
Brad Garrett.
some of the way through.
We're going to hunt a beast.
Okay. Do I need anything?
No,
Okay. Friends?
it's you. Yes, I believe so.
Hi, Brad Garry.
Hello, I'm Agenar.
You're a bird.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Points to himself, points to you. Bird.
Oh, you're a bird.
No.
Oh. What?
I'm Yeti.
Oh,
I'm from the
okay.
Casbold.
Okay.
Yeah, Parfar.
Parfar.
Iceland, Parfar. My parents were killed and I was adopted by a human.
Oh.
Yeah.
Much like me, BradGarry is an orphan and was taken in by this village.
Yeah. They're kind here. They don't judge. They don't judge me. I'll get my things.
Yes.
Okay.
And also I brought you a treat. And I kind of throw him a bit of jerky.
Snarls and kind of tears the jerky, pats his belly and runs around the corner there. He has, despite his enormous, terrifying form, he has a slight, maybe a child, maybe a teenager vibe to him. You gather that he's not that old for a Yeti. And as he runs around the corner there, you hear rummaging and you hear clanging. You hear, oh darn, as he's kind of putting together a pack. As he does, he steps back out. You can see he's got a like a backpack on that's clipped at the front. You can see that he has a what looks to be like a bone set of armor that just kind of goes up his arms and into pauldrons, like they're made from creatures. But his entire rest of his form is completely fur covered, and Brad is ready to go.
I've been tracking the beast that you need to find. I've seen it south of here in the watering hole. I think that's our best bet.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that you have a Yeti? Well,
Hi, I'm BradGarry.
Hey, BradGarry.
Turtle.
Yes.
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 I'm not a turtle.
No.
Yeah.
You're a Yeti.
Yeti.
He's wonderful protection, and we're lucky to have him. And if I see any of you messing with him, you'll have to answer to me.
No, I was just going to ask, is he a child?
Well, yes, we found him. He came here by boat when he was quite young.
Yeah, I washed ashore, and the most of the creatures don't like me, and then Jezreel and the rest of the where people here were very kind to have me here. I don't have lycanthropy, but I do scary things.
Go on. Scare me.
Go on.
Okay. He looks at you and he goes, and his whole form just kind of drops, and you feel like icicles kind of cracking up you. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
13 on the dice plus con is 16. Am I in 10 feet of him?
Yeah, you're in 10
All right,
feet.
plus is 4, so 20.
Yeah.
I don't get a +4.
Oh, plus
I
two?
give you a +2.
18.
So this cold energy comes around you. For a moment, you feel your body seize up as it's not so much scary. He does that thing in It Chapter 2 when Bill Hader goes to throw, I can't remember what he's going to throw, but yeah, he just
Ooh,
goes,
and then he's
yeah, that drop of the jaw and that dullness of the eyes, and you feel this chill come over you, but you just manage to avoid his chilling gaze.
With the shake of the spine. Yeah, he's fine. He'll do.
There's much to prove to Book, as you know, and he's not kind to all of us.
I don't want to go in the Howling Ring, but I don't want to leave. So, I help Jezreel, and I show that I can do things.
Well, that's why I'm here too, buddy.
Yeah. I'm BradGarry.
Terosh.
Elf.
Sure.
Well, maybe Book will look on you favorably after we take care of this bird.
I'm BradGarry. Elf.
Right, Azorith. Half.
Half elf.
Yes.
Right. And I'm Sir Alpin.
Yes. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Would you like to know my first name? Yeah, would I? He goes up to BradGarry and whispers in BradGarry's ear, and BradGarry goes, that's a beautiful name.
Alpin. Jezreel doesn't know.
Oh, would you like to know my first name?
Sure.
No, I'm Brad.
Yeah,
BradGarry. There's a lot of voices in my head. Would you like to know my first name?
Why not? We're all going to be adventuring together.
Interactive.
the whispers.
Make sure to not say it out loud so I don't hear.
Don't tell him. Don't.
It's a secret.
Hey, all you out there, don't tell him.
I'll never find out.
That's the name I was. That's my name. That's what I was born with. So
It's a good name.
thank you.
I definitely clocked that Tarash introduced himself as Tarash.
Beautiful. Yeah. Excellent.
When you're ready, we should go.
How is it far from where we're headed? Is it wherever we are?
It's not too far, but we might need to camp out to watch it. It might not be there right now.
That would be ideal. Book sort of kicked my ass, and I'm running on empty.
But at least you're not translucent anymore.
No, we got that solved.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
As you step out of your abode,
Still going to hell, though.
Brad behind you, Celia moving with Terosh. You step out onto the netting, and at this point, you see that there are a number of people that have stepped out of their domiciles, and even from down below that are looking up at this adventuring troop as you walk out. If you look up, you just see the enormous Book standing, looking down at you all as you...
Wearing a kilt.
Wearing a kilt. Yeah.
God, he is big, isn't he?
Why do you think he's in charge? He's the alpha.
I feel like it's looking at me.
Yes, as the beholder's eye follows you.
Cast disintegrate.
Web. As you step away...
No Spider-Manning around here.
As you step away, you climb down the side of the webbing there and make your way down to the netting. Shit, I've already fucked myself up. To the netting, you hit the ground. You look back on your previous home, Terash, and you leave it behind for now.
As we walk away, are you wrapping up the episode? Sorry. Okay.
Thanks for checking, though.
I don't want to interrupt the end of episode description.
And that's our episode. All right.
Noticing that there's all these people watching us as we climb down the
Netting. Yep.
It's hard to do this accent with peanuts in my mouth. Jezreel.
Stop looking up Booth then.
Jezreel. Is the whole tribe going to listen to Book and not send out assassins after this one? Should we be worried about any of them following us?
I think we're safe.
Including the ones that got humiliated in the ring.
I don't know for certain. I still have much to prove to Book myself, but I can say I do trust him that he's giving one last chance.
But everyone's going to listen to him.
If you're worried about the twins, I think he sort of showed them who's boss.
The twins?
We're worried about the twins. I'll kick their fucking asses.
The werebores?
Yeah.
I don't like them. They're mean. They're mean to me.
Yeah, they're fucking dicks.
They're dicks.
Fucking dicks.
Seems like we're all on the same page about these twins. If we see them,
They're very boorish.
Fucking kick their ass.
No, but so this tribe, from what I can gather, don't let anyone who fail the Howling Ring,
The choosing, yeah.
and they're not going to take offense to the exception that is being made for you.
Well, they might, but ultimately they do listen to Book.
I mean, I'm going through it. I'm proving that I can be here.
And it's not just Gheal that rejects people that haven't gone through the Howling Ring. It's the entirety of Fianna.
Yeah, I know.
Especially Lorna Carth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
you're right to worry about Gheal Village. We're a formidable force.
There is danger ahead, no doubt.
is this a first?
From my knowledge.
Yeah, you Fionians can roll history checks if you want.
I don't know about how much about Gale Village I would know.
I mean, first for someone who hasn't done the Howling Ring to come back in.
Oh, I'm just wondering about Gale Village.
It's 3. That is also a 15.
for the first rule of the guest.
20.
20.
There we go. Pretty good one.
You would know that that Book strode into the Howling Ring of his own accord. He didn't need to, but he did to prove to the Lorna Carth Council that where creatures are civilized, can be civilized. You've never heard of anyone from Gale Village that lives in Gale Village that hasn't done the Howling Ring. If you've done it, you're fine. If you haven't done it, you've never heard from them again. Some of them stay in the Howling Ring and become savages there. Some of them have to leave because they didn't want to do or couldn't do the Howling Ring. You've never heard of anyone being accepted back in.
This could be a first, but I'm willing to be surprised.
I'll try not to disappoint, I guess.
Seems like this big bird is a first for a lot of people here, so maybe it's just a time for firsts, you know?
Right. Yes. Oh, yes.
I'm gonna make fucking history, mate. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And what do you know about this bird? I mean, it seems new, right?
It does. I've never seen anything like it around these parts. It seems scaly. It almost looks like a rock. Sometimes it's so still.
Oh.
But I've seen it drinking at a watering hole.
Well, then lead on.
Okay. Agnar's just like, okay.
Okay.
As you move on, you leave
She's
Gheal
trying
Village.
to imagine like a rock bird drinking.
As you move into the forest, how are we moving through the forest here? What's our marching order? What are we doing to aid travel? Our group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including the sword. 8, 9, including the sword.
I think Jezreel takes the lead.
Excellent.
With BradGarry pretty close by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BradGarry kind of lumbering along, keeping an eye out. Go ahead and make a survival check with advantage because BradGarry's going to help. BradGarry is kind of, as you're walking through, he goes, that would lead to the ocean, yeah? And that would lead to the lake. So we head this direction to get to Easton 4. Swamp.
17.
17, beautiful. You know the exact direction. South, kind of south, very, very south east as you make your way down to thread around the outside of the Great Lake, closer toward the swamplands of Eastern Four, where the lizards and the lizard folk and all that live, towards the edge of the lake where the watering hole is, that you saw this creature perched, this enormous creature perched. What's everyone else doing to aid travel?
I think I should take point, Etterath.
It's a sword pun.
Because I'm a sword, yeah. Thanks, DM.
Agenar, the sword's trying a tight 5.
I got lots of abilities.
I mean, well, you seem to be okay with me holding it. So,
I mean, I would much rather have it right now because all I have right now is the gun and 4 bullets left.
Right.
He's gonna need it eventually.
Here you go. And I'll hand you the other cartridge.
You had this the whole fucking time!
Yeah, he said if you behaved, he would give you the other half. Good behavior.
Thank you.
I honestly thought you already gave them to him.
No, I've had 10 shots so far.
Right.
Oh, then I would have already given it
Yeah,
to
you did already give it to him. Yeah.
there was
so
only 12
Wait, was it
bullets
10
total.
shots or 6 shots?
you had 6, and then he gave you 6 after Hawksworth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But somehow Force pulls from another 6 shots.
The cards just sort of spit out another.
Yeah. I mean, Force did a secret shop while you were gone as like a.
We met up with
We cut back.
what's
So
his
you're
face?
saying you want?
Happened.
You're saying you can see
He
he's
just
still
happened to buy them.
He's still naked. He's like, I tried to get. I was looking for cartridges for a different reason, but they gave me these bullets. I don't know if you got a reason or something to use for them.
Oddly, I kind of do.
How convenient. Why don't you
I
take
know,
them?
right? Thank you.
Oh my, then we could be a bullet point.
well, I mean, I
The great thing
suppose
about this being a sword is none of us have to interact.
Nope.
Talking into the wind.
Here's my curse. Not because it's evil, but because I'm the only
Listen
one
to
that.
yeah. well, I suppose I mean, it hasn't made you go crazy and try to take it back. So
I mean,
maybe it's just a chatty sword. So
I
and
mean,
I'm gonna
also-
like unwrap it so that you can grab it without me touching it.
You place your hands on the sword, and it feels so good.
Oh my.
Okay. No, yeah. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my. You set him up.
This feels pretty good, Etterath.
Yeah.
I'm longing for your touch.
Okay.
I'm going to be covering our tracks.
Beautiful. Love that. Excellent. What kind of check do you want to make to do that?
Survival.
Go for it.
Make it look as a natural. Oh, actually, no, what I'm going to try and do, because there's a lot of us, I'm going to try and make it look like there's more destruction. There was a bigger beast that was coming through. So no one else
Beautiful.
will follow.
Very nice. Would you like a help there, sir?
Come on, come help me out.
What
Yeah, sure.
what do you want me to do? How can I help?
Take your spear
Yeah.
and just start stabbing trees.
Absolutely.
Careful.
Absolutely.
Of course, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Remember how
right. So
Wait.
Stab the ground. And then drag it behind you as if it's a plow. Yeah, like that.
And he starts to do that. Man, I had an encounter ready for that. Boy, did I.
I rolled a 14 plus 5 for survival for 19, but
19.
Am I at advantage? Or is he?
Yeah, he's helping. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Ooh, 19 plus 5, 24.
24, yeah. You watch as Force, kind of with his 300-pound weight, manages to like hip and shoulder a part of a dead tree and kind of split it open a little bit to look like something huge pushed its way through here. So Alpin kind of doing what I was doing when we went camping and raking the leaves around, leaving a very big, not covering your tracks, but covering the fact that you guys as a group moved through here as you move through the tree line. Anything else anyone's doing?
I'm going to keep a lookout for snakes.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
It's a slippery.
Just snakes.
Impersonation check.
Persuasion check.
16.
16. Looking around, you see a number of sticks that could be snakes.
Oh.
Very good with a 16. Perfect.
So good.
But from what you can tell,
Oh man.
It's a snake.
no, it's maybe snake, not snake. And there don't seem to be any snakes in particular nearby.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to keep an ear out for specifically anything like moving around us. Look at men, maybe kind of keeping an eye out for the boars.
Yeah, give me a boar check.
Boar check is in like perception.
No, scroll down to boar. Add your boar modifier.
You don't have a boar modifier?
21.
21.
Character.
Okay. As you look
I didn't
around,
have boar in mind.
as you look around, there doesn't seem to be any sign of anyone that you can see. And as you listen, you hear movement that you determine with a 21 would be just Force kind of going. No, you hear movement that would be wildlife native to this area, not the sound of heavy boar footsteps, but rather the sound of birds, butterflies,
Big
bats.
butterflies.
Oh my.
Nope.
For the listeners out there,
a very wet
Luke
bat.
pulling his cheek.
A very wet bat flying past. There doesn't seem to be any sign of the wereboars.
No, like consistent sounds. All just kind of.
The consistent sounds you hear would be possibly like distant, very distant running of water, like moving through some sort of river further on. Okay. So if that's river, you also hear a little bit of wind. There we go. And possibly the distinct far off sound of like hammering or drumming. Okay, yeah, and someone knocking on a door as well.
There's woodpeckers
Hello.
here.
More of like a,
woodpeckers.
yes, more of like a yes. There's a woodpecker as well. There we go. No sign of anything consistent. No sign of anything tracking you, as far as you can tell right now.
Got you. Excuse me, pollen trait.
Stop kicking up the. As you move on, you move through at a very good pace, thanks to Jezreel. As you move through, the day drags on and moves on with very little happening. You do eventually come to a river, a very thin river that you're able to kind of vault over very, very easily. And as you vault over the river, the forest starts to turn to like marshland, like mangrove trees and a more thick kind of silty squishy underfoot as you kind of step over it and move further in towards Eastern 4. You're moving for another handful of hours. As you're moving, everyone kind of gets quiet. You hear Brad kind of... he's a mouth breather. As he's trotting along, he alternates between running upright and running on all fours. Occasionally, he'll be walking on like one hand and one foot while picking up something with his opposable thumbs in his foot, in his other foot. As you guys move along, the sun does begin to set in the kind of off to your left-hand side there. Sorry, on your right-hand side there. As you move through, Jezreel, you know that you would probably need to camp down soon. You would know that you are technically almost in, not Eastern 4 proper, but the territory of lizard folk and grung and frog folk and things like that. They're not dangerous. They're no danger, but they're also not someone that anyone in Gheal gets along with. Indeed, people in Gheal are often set upon before anything else because people are like, quick, kill the werewolf before it does a werewolf to us.
And yours, do we come across any of the barricades that you're talking about last episode?
The barricades
that was built across the roads?
No, not yet. You're not quite at Eastern 4, yeah.
Yeah. We need to set up camp soon.
Right. It seems quite wet here. Do you know of anywhere that's not so wet?
I often hang hammocks up.
Oh,
try to find cover in the trees.
Oh, right.
Why have we never thought of that?
Because we're not very smart.
I'm a tracker and a hunter. It's my livelihood.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy sleeping in a tree, so, you know.
Yeah. I'm just trying to imagine getting out of a hammock and under pressure would be pretty hard, wouldn't it? I'm going on the ground. I can pop in my shell.
Fair.
Cartoon. Excellent.
It'd be good to have someone on the ground.
Excellent. That's me.
All right. Well, let's keep an eye out then.
We'll look for a clearing.
No, I want to roleplay you going there.
This tree.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
It's a little bit lumpy there.
Let's do a group stealth check. Stealth check from everyone, and we'll have some successes and failures. Sorry, not stealth. Survival. Yeah.
Oh, solid.
Awesome.
I rolled a 2 plus a 5 for a 7. Is it?
Ooh.
Yep, that's a
21.
That's a big old pass.
17.
That's a pass.
Also a 17.
That's a pass.
15?
That's a pass.
Oh, should I roll Sir Alpin or?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Does the Yeti need to roll?
Yeti's rolled, as has Celia.
What about the sword?
Sword doesn't need a roll.
Sir Alpin's got a 3.
The less we can do with the sword.
A 3 for Sir Alpin.
A 3 for Sir Alpin. Okay.
Sir Alpin are just chatting.
He rolled a 2. He rolled a 2 as well. He rolled exactly a 2.
Okay, cool. Good.
I'm concerned at how well you guys are getting on.
Sir Alpin and Force? I mean, if you want me to stay down here with you, you pop in your shell, I'll pop in my armor, and we'll, twins.
If you sit on my shelf, I can pop out and start walking.
Oh, yes.
You could ride me out to battle.
Could I sleep on Force tonight?
I mean, if that's entirely fine with Force, then
I'll sleep on you like the dog Snoopy sleeps on the on top of the house there.
Because that's a reference we get in this world.
Yes,
Canon.
We're in the
Canon. Peanuts exist.
We're in Fiona. There's
Peanuts exist.
Peanuts exist.
we're in Fiona. The down in Setivet, Snoopy lives. Little dog.
Just keep
your armor at
dentistry.
ready. Don't get too
indoor plumbing.
I can-
Judaism, not
You
Christianity.
can't sleep in armor.
I can sleep in armor, but I will be very tired in the morning. I will be exhausted.
Can you do like a half thing?
The song Purple Rain.
I could put on a couple of bits of armor. I mean, maybe sleep in my trousers and my helmet or something.
How about do we have any hide armor there? Because you can sleep in that, can't you? It's light armor.
I think you can, yes.
Yes.
I don't even have armor.
Look, I'll be fine.
All right.
I'll stay up for a little bit.
I'll run away real fast if something attacks us in the middle of the night.
Turtles are
Hanna-Barbera style. Excellent. So you hang hammocks. How high do you want to hang them between these trees? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90?
Oh, 10 feet.
10 feet. Beautiful.
Yeah.
10 feet off the ground. These
Yeah.
hammocks are strewn about. Campfire, no campfire?
No campfire.
Excellent.
It's a little too risky.
Excellent. No campfire. Those of you without dark vision are going to have a bit of trouble, but no stress at all.
Well, no meal tonight, I guess.
As
No
you,
nice home cooked meal tonight.
you're having to pull out your ration packs and eat rations for dinner, which is you haven't done since you've had Etterath on your crew. As you sit down, I would love to know what you guys are doing over this very, very bland dinner as Brad and Jezreel kind of quietly eat together. You see that Celia is kind of moved off a little bit on her own to eat. She doesn't seem to eat with Jezreel and Brad, but she's also not far away from them. She's closer to them than you guys. There's definitely a separation here in this very, very dark evening. Jezreel,
Yes.
do you trust these people?
I don't know yet, Brad.
The scary one with high heels, he's not supposed to be here, is he?
No.
But neither am I.
No. I've been having doubts about Book,
You have?
about our community.
What specifically? Just his rule,
There's still so much to prove to him. I don't think he trusts me fully. He doesn't trust us.
It is worrying that you have to prove your trust to one person in order to be accepted.
It is. Has this ever truly felt like home to you?
Your house, yeah. Gheal, no. I was at home on the well, I guess I was at home in Parfar in the snow and the ice, but my second home's been the ocean, the sea, on ships. Until I got here, that's all I did.
I've been starting to think that maybe this isn't my home. It's all I've known.
Well, if you move away from your home, can I come with?
Of course, BradGarry.
Kind of nods and chews a little bit of jerky that's tiny in his hands as he
Here, have some more.
Thank
And
you.
offers, yeah.
Thank you.
Her rations too.
Yeah, excellent. He almost cookie monsters them down.
Right, if anyone wants a little extra taste to their rations, I can flavor it a bit. Anyone?
Oh,
I mean, I just got spices. If you want, I can do it the old-fashioned way.
I'm feeling a little bougie tonight. So I'm gonna make it a nice little.
You feeling a little magic tonight?
Feeling like a little bit of a rare steak and mashed potato sort of taste for these biscuits. I'll kind of just prestige over them. Like
The flavor's not. The texture's weird.
it's weird to have a crunchy steak. But
Yes.
it still tastes okay.
I'm okay. I don't mind it, to be honest.
Handful of seed.
Yeah. It's like a sort of like a Anzac bar type thing. Oat bar.
Excellent.
To rush. Which one would you like? I'm going to flip a coin.
Force has a coin.
No, not the screaming coin.
No, the other
Has
one.
another
The
coin.
other one. Oh, no. Okay. I'm gonna. Anyone have a coin? Where's your magic coin, Jake?
You don't get to flip the magic coin unless Force gives you the magic coin. You can flip the coin I flipped last night in the show.
Okay. Heads. I'll call you Etterath.
Heads.
Right.
Let's just hit him in the head right there.
Okay. So I think we should talk about the whole devil going to do something.
Take my soul. Yeah.
Well, no, the other thing
Oh,
that you just said up there to Book, because we haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to be fully honest with you. I think as part of... Fuck. Wait, listen. What?
Whichever one.
I feel like it was the right side.
I can't remember what side it is
I think
anymore.
you're usually
Yeah, you-
pointing here. Yeah.
Right, yeah, I keep the cards on this side. The devil's on that side. I have devils on both shoulders.
Roll a d20 for me. 1. Okay.
Not good.
Excuse me?
Sorry, I guess just roll a 1. That's
Yep.
all.
Okay. I think I know the card sort of granted me with just a tiny bit of foreknowledge, and as well as Cordina said that devil's just got to make my life a living hell until he can take me down to hell.
Right.
So I think I become sort of his errand boy.
Right. And and so what was this, errand? You said something to boot.
He said somewhere near me there was a good soul,
Right.
and he wants me to take it.
Well, we've met some good people. I mean, gestures over at Brad and Jezreel, Sir Alpin. They're good people. Seely's good people. Agnar's good people. You're all good people.
I'm not a good person.
Perhaps he's talking about me. I'm a good soul, and you
Right.
have me now. I'm right
you
here.
shut the fuck up. This isn't about you.
Well, that was aggressive, but okay.
I didn't think I was making it about me, but that's okay.
No,
I think you have to state when you're going to talk in your head, Etterath.
that's what the fucking the Professor
I
X.
don't think the audience can see that.
Yeah, but it's for you.
It's an audio medium.
The amount of shit we do, you'd never believe it.
Take it, or you.
I don't know whether it's take as in kill, and the devil will just somehow just have the soul, sort of like collect carrier, or if I have to like tempt them so that they would go to somewhere good, but now they got to go somewhere bad, which I feel like that's easy. I feel like I'm a very bad influence on people.
Oh, and what happens if you don't?
He said he's gonna try to burn down Gheal.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not too comfortable sacrificing souls, so
Yeah. I'm very torn. Because, it's sort of like one good person versus however many fucking good people in Gheal Village, I'm sort of...
Perhaps if the soul is really good, it'll go of its own accord to save a village.
Didn't you just preface this whole thing that you weren't going to tell us the whole truth? So now I'm kind of worried if this is the part that you're telling us, what's the part you're not fucking telling us?
I feel like I've been very truthful
You just stated that you weren't going to say the whole truth,
What? When did I say that?
didn't he? I thought he said,
Did I?
I don't think I'm going to be honest with you. Did I just have a
I think
have a
he
stroke?
said to be fully honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was me going... It was my mannerisms going, I don't think, comma, to be fully honest with you.
Oh.
I misheard that. Sorry, I'm on the ground down here, 10 feet below you.
Why would he tell people that he's not going to be honest with them?
Inside check.
Well, no, I can understand that. Where you're like, I'm not going to tell you the whole truth, but here's part of what's happening.
Gotcha, yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing with honest people, man.
Jezreel.
Yes.
I'm going to walk over.
Oh, quite a bumpy ride.
We're not sleeping yet.
Oh, I'll hop off.
You can come with, Sir Alpin. You didn't have to fuck off.
No, it's
You-
fine. I often interrupt too much anyway. You go have your chat.
You normally have people ride your back.
No, that's a first, actually.
What is it?
I feel kind of sorry for him, to be honest. He's not cared well by his master. Thought I'd take him under my wing a bit.
That's kind of you.
Yes, some could call me a kind person.
I think you're nice.
You're fantastic as well, BradGarry. You mentioned that you have yet to prove something to Book. What have you got to prove? Why are you getting sent on this quest with us cats, so-called?
Well, like I mentioned, I was an orphan. I wasn't born into the clan, into our community.
Man, you fit right in with this group then.
I've always felt like an outsider. Book always sends me on journeys and to track beasts. He knows I'm good at it, but there's always something to prove to him. He doesn't fully trust me. It's getting tiring.
Excuse me if this is an inappropriate question, but my only experience with the werefolk is that one back there. Are you part of the were side of the clan?
Yes, I am cursed.
So you view it as a curse.
I do. I can control it, of course, and she shows him the mark.
So what if you got the mark, you're part of the wear part, why have you got to prove yourself to Book? Why doesn't he trust you?
I don't quite know. He doesn't like my folk. There's not many of us dragonborn around, you know.
That's quite ironic, isn't it?
It is. A band of misfits.
No wonder he's sent you off with us. He's probably hoping that we all die, to be honest.
It could be. But I know these parts better than most folks. I know how to keep us safe. I think we can accomplish what we need. I think we can kill the beast.
Just, do what Book says. Don't trust these to look after you. Look after yourself. Look after number one. I'll make sure at least BradGarry gets out of here alive.
I always look after myself. And Brad. He is a part of me. He's my companion, my closest friend.
We're like Sir Alpin and his master, but I'm treated really nicely.
That's good to hear, BradGarry.
Yeah, equals. Treat Sir Alpin. Just going off what I got told.
Just getting nailed for abuse here.
Can I take my clothes off yet, sir? Am I allowed to? Do I have your permission to undress?
Yes.
Thank you.
For what purpose is he getting undressed?
Really heavy armor. Okay,
It's
okay,
a
okay.
whole thing.
I see.
He almost drowned because he...
Yeah. Yes.
But then he almost died because he slept without his armor on, so it's a big...
Complicated, yeah.
He's not good at making decisions by himself, to be honest.
He needs someone to tell him.
Yeah, you can see him trying to get his armor off. He goes up to Azorith and holds his arms on and goes, uppies, please, thank you.
Unclip it.
As we're watching this farce that's going on from the 10-foot hammocks, I'll start to... I'll walk away and turn back and be like, random question. You don't happen to know of a keep or a castle or an abandoned fort in this area or further east, do you?
Yes, I'm familiar with some structures like this. Why do you ask?
I inherited one, but I gotta find it first. And I don't know where it is, and I lost the map.
You lost the map?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps when we're done with this, I can help you find it.
Well, that would be appreciated, because I need a home base to start my clan.
That's a weird way of saying cult.
Are you set on clan?
It's a little nefarious, isn't it?
Yeah.
What would you suggest, BradGarry? A group of people all worshipping the same...
A club.
A club?
Yeah.
All right. I'm looking for a place. I'm looking for a clubhouse. Or club castle.
Club castle.
Well, we can help you find that. Perhaps.
Castle clan.
All with C's. Coming from the dude who accidentally wrote KKK to the group one time.
Was that? Oh, that was just, it was just
I was gonna say, wasn't that like the second
excited,
I
okay.
left off the podcast, you guys just started making a bunch of Ku Klux Klan jokes?
I came up with a very clever opening that was derisive to the clan. But it just happened to be the episode after you left.
Immediately after I left.
You should know, in my brain, I don't plan anything.
Well, I look forward to our adventures together. Maybe I can tell you about my club.
I'd like that.
I like clubs. I'll join your club.
Great.
Right, before we go to bed, should we talk about what we're going to do? What's the plan for this bird? Are we...
Kill it.
Yes, but maybe go in with a little more of a...
It is massive, from what I can see.
You said it goes to this watering hole, right?
Yes, that's when it appears to me to be most vulnerable, most unaware.
Does it usually go at like the certain times, or is it...
Early morning.
Right. And does it come back, or is it just stops there in the morning and then leaves for the day?
I've only seen it in the morning.
Are we going to get there in the morning? How far away are we?
We have to leave a little bit before it's fully light out.
Right. Well, we should probably go to bed early then, right?
Do we want to try swooping in as some of us turn into birds and try to do it that way?
Like bird fight? Or...
Don't you say
I mean, it's
You're talking.
Don't you say it.
What's that? Spit it out, Alvin.
Birds fighting? A bird fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there another word?
Cockfight?
All right. Yeah.
Can't
It's past your
contain it.
bedtime.
All right, I need sleep.
Well, you see, the thing is, with turning people into these eagles, they're not really the most functional fighters. It's sort of
No,
more
but it might be a good
utility.
sort of maybe if the bird's as fucking massive as we've seen it as. Been
It's very
told.
protected. It's scaled.
Yeah, we need to get through the scales, so why not just send some people maybe on its back, try to break the armor.
Could do that.
I specialize in long-ranged attacks, of course, so I can hit it from the ground.
Sort of a mixed range fighter myself. I can get up close, I can stay afar.
You're a verse.
I'm a switch. Reverse.
Well, if we can maybe get to this watering hole before the bird does,
That's for us.
we can
Yeah.
sort of lay out the land and see if we can set up an ambush of sorts.
I think that's a good idea. We don't want it to know that we're there. Catch it when it's least surprised.
Yes.
I'll just make sure everyone's okay. I'm best at that part.
That's good. We need healers.
Yes. So if you're not okay, just say, I'm not okay and I'd like some help, please. Because, sometimes people don't want help and I understand that. But,
I'm getting better at asking for it. I'm right here. You just... I'm getting better at asking for help, Agenar.
Oh, you are. Forces.
What?
Nothing.
All right. Well, seems like we have an early start.
Am I the only one that's worried about her?
Not Agenar. Well,
No, you weren't there for most of it. You?
I feel like the core Agenar-ness is still there.
What's wrong with Agenar?
Ever since, do we want to go? How deep do we want to go into this?
well, we have a magical deck of cards.
Okay, cool. That
I like card games.
you don't want to play with these cards, mate. They're very bad.
Careful, Brad. And I hold.
So these are a magical deck of cards that have brought us basically nothing but ruin.
And Sir Alpin.
And Sir, I said basically nothing.
I don't know, I just feel like I
Yeah, Sir.
need to make more
Sir
of an
Alpin
effort.
was-
Don't forget me. I'm pretty special.
looks back down at the sword, nothing but ruin.
And the gun.
Oh yeah. Still net negative.
and my
But
clubhouse.
yeah. Anyway, it's brought us a lot of things. And Agenar pulled a card from it, and her mind hasn't quite been the same. She's been a little more.
I've just been a bit foggy.
Foggy.
She was a little more
Right.
eloquent before.
Right.
I think we all were early on.
And
I've
did
gotten a little
you
less eloquent, if I'm honest.
did you see a healer?
Well, I mean, I'm a healer.
We saw the healer back at the village.
And she didn't help you.
I had quite a powerful spell cast on her, but still
Didn't work.
not quite returned to mental faculties.
No, the previous owner of the cards said that either the cards might be able to help or that our friend here knew somewhere that might.
Quite a distance away.
Yeah.
But
So
Hmm.
we're just sort of here.
But I'm doing some puzzles and things like that.
Oh yeah, she has a book.
I've
She
got
has
a
a.
little.
She brushes her teeth with her left hand sometimes to make sure those neural pathways are open.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope that we can help you when we return.
I mean, it's okay. It's not very serious. And like,
She just sort of points
All of
at Etterath.
Well, I'm bushed. I'm going to, as soon as Force lays down, I'm going to fall asleep on top of him. Wake me up if you need me to take watch, but good night.
Oh, good night.
Good night.
Okay, yes, we'll keep first watch.
wake me up after. I'll stay up after.
Let us know if you hear anything.
There'll be quite a loud screaming if I do.
Yeah. I'll do just before morning.
Right. Well, then I'll do whatever the other one is.
Agenar, it's rather dumb. Oh, no way. You have your goggles now. Yeah, you're fine.
You watch as Brad claws out, just claws his way up a tree. He's on the tree that Jezreel has her hammock on, but he kind of just digs in his nails and digs in his feet and just kind of slumps, hangs there, asleep.
It's like a big sloth.
Like a big sloth, yeah.
Adorable.
He is fucking incredible.
Agnar's gonna fly up.
That's right. You can fly regardless. Yeah.
I'm gonna lay out my mat because I don't have a hammock, so it's gonna be kind of wet.
Okay, you're gonna lay on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Until my watch. Probably close to, not too far from where Forrest and Alpin are.
Yep.
I don't know material. Do it? I got rope. I'm going to weave together a little mat and try to do a hammock.
Okay, beautiful. Go ahead and make for me a...
Got a lot of rope.
Yeah, make for me a real quick intelligence check.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Oh, 17.
17 and a dexterity check.
Oh, I'm good at those. 19.
You weave together quite a decent mat. You're going to have to curl up, but you're able to make a little mat that you can string between trees and sleep in. Yeah. You watch as Celia does the same not too far from you. Swings into bed there. Night, Tarash.
Night, Celia.
Night, Tarash.
Night, Force.
Good night, Tarash.
Good night, Alpin.
Good night, Tarash.
And that's where we'll leave our session.
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Thank you for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer. If you like what you heard, give us a like, give us a review, rate us 5 stars. If you want to hear more, follow us on Patreon for more exclusive content and extra goodies. And make sure you follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Theater of the Mind Flayer or at mindflayer_pod. Thanks.